A few days ago, an office near my home was closing down, so they were clearing some of the stuff. They were letting go this used Pentium system for around 150 ringgit. It's a full set including a monitor, keyboard and everything. It's quite dusty and old. It's an Intel dual-core E6700 system Pentium, so it's quite an old system. But for 150, including a monitor, I think this is a 19-inch. It's okay, just maybe for some office or a secondary PC. Comes with accessories, but it's quite dirty. So we need to clean this all up, and that's it to see if it works. I remember he mentioned that it did come with a graphics card. Oh look, this is the Shout. It's a Quadro card, FX 1800. Yep, so it's in there. So we'll need to tidy up this system, clean it up and see whether it works. It has been a few days since I've brought this computer home. It didn't boot out of the box. The original hard disk, or the hard disk that came in the computer, is faulty, and it isn't even the same with the one on the spec sheet. Inside it came with a 320 gig hard disk, but the specs said it's supposed to come with a 500 gig hard disk. I'm not sure, so I swapped it out for a 1 terabyte WD, which I had around the house, and installed Windows 10 in it. I removed the Quadro card, which was in the PCIe slot. I installed back the Shroud. The Shroud on the cover on the card is a bit broken. It's supposed to be in a square shape, but this corner has been broken off. So I just took a pair of pliers and just tried to cut a round shape so that it looks a bit nicer. But if you know what you're looking for, you see that the corner here has been broken off. So this is a very clean card. It came with the system. You can see there's a HP tag on it. So obviously this is a workstation PC with a Quadro card. It has 4GB of RAM, but in 2GB running in dual channel. Other than that, there's nothing spectacular. It does still come with a DVD drive. It works. So alright, we're gonna boot it up. Alright, we are at the boot screen of the computer. It is running Windows 10 32-bit. I have cleaned the keyboard, and I have swapped out the wireless mice for one of my own Dell USB mice. It sort of matches the look a bit more. So I've installed Windows 10, but it's not activated. So let's take a quick look at the specs of the computer. I have hardware info running. This is 32-bit version. This is the Hewlett-Packard or HP Compaq 6000 Pro micro tower computer. It has the Intel dual-core E6700 CPU. This is the LGA 775 generation, or Wolfdale. Nothing spectacular. I do not have the Quadro installed, so it's running with the internal 4500 HD graphics. 4GB in dual channel mode and 1 terabyte hard disk along with the HP DVD-ROM. The computer does not have a Wi-Fi dongle, so currently it's tethered to a Android phone, sharing the Wi-Fi connection through that phone. So it does have a built-in speaker inside the CPU, so we will just maybe play a short YouTube video or the news. That will be fine. Yep.
I did. Sentuhan menjawab 1000 persoalan.
So there's a built-in speaker inside here. Right, so yep, it works fine, including the marketplace. Having Windows 10 on this computer does improve a lot of the functionality compared to Windows 8 or 7, because when there are a lot of apps inside Windows 10, you can install a lot of games, you can install a lot of software. I managed to find a buyer for this CPU. I'm going to sell the CPU alone for just 230 ringgit. That more or less covers the cost of the entire setup plus the new hard disk. So let's go. Alright, I just sold off the CPU a while ago. So next I'm expecting the buyer to come over and collect this Quadro card. I'm selling it off for 80 ringgit. Yesterday I already sold off the 18.5 inch LCD monitor for 100 ringgit with the original HP keyboard. So all in all, I'm going to make additional about 100 over ringgit. I'll just tabulate the total later. So off all the parts of the PC, so I'm just going to roughly tabulate how much I got from the sales. So I sold off the AOC LCD monitor and the HP keyboard. That was for 110 ringgit. I sold off the CPU, which I put in a new 1 terabyte, hard disk for 230 ringgit, and I sold off the Quadro card for 80 ringgit. So all in all, I got a total of 422 ringgit from the sales of all the items. I spent 150 ringgit on the CPU set, computer set, and a used 1 terabyte hard disk is about 100 ringgit, more or less there. So the net is 170 ringgit. Not bad for about a few days work. Alright, that's all. Thanks for watching.